A group of robbers came to rob a bank and took the money, but the hostages took off their clothes. Are they going to rob? When the police rushed into the bank, they found that there were no robbers at all, and the hostages were safe. Money was not lost, but they never thought that the robbers had earned 1.2 billion yuan. How did they do it? That day, 4 robbers came to a bank on Wall Street. The robber boss disguised himself as a worker and walked into the bank. He used a super strong infrared camera to aim at the camera, and the surveillance was black. At the same time, a few accomplices disguised as game workers entered the back door and locked it. The security guard was about to go up to ask when a gun was held to his waist. The accomplices began to control the people in the bank. They threw smoke bombs and took guns to intimidate, easily controlling 50 hostages. The patrolling police saw smoke in the bank and went up to check, but the robber was not afraid at all, and he took the initiative to open the door and tell the police, grab the bank and call the police. Then the robber confiscated the hostages' cell phones and keys. Everyone was obedient. Only the bank manager played a trick, saying that he forgot his cell phone today. At home, the robber didn't find it troublesome at all, and took out the bank employee's cell phone to make a call. As a result, a phone rang in the office. The manager panicked and immediately started to think. According to the process in the movie, he should have been shot to death, but the robber didn't kill him, just took him to the room and beat him. Although he didn't kill anyone, the robber deliberately frightened the hostages. They took off all the robbers' clothes, put on the same suits as the robbers, and divided the hostages into 10 groups, locking them in different rooms. A large number of police also arrived. They broke the ceiling and the floor net, and surrounded the whole building with water shoes. They didn't even let the sewer go. The sniper was also ready to save them. Today, the robber was trapped and couldn't escape. The robber, as the commander of this operation, didn't act rashly. After all, there were 50 hostages. After the robber's torture, one hostage had a heart attack, and he was released by the robber. This is a plug-in. But Haigao thought the robber was not a tyrant who ignored people's lives. A robber with such a moral bottom line should be able to negotiate. He tried to talk to the robber, but he didn't expect the robber to kill him at all. Haigao couldn't figure out the situation inside and the robber's thoughts. He could only be anxious outside. It's reasonable to say that the robber now had the advantage. It was time to grab the money according to the plan. But the next action of the robber was unthinkable. With the vault full of money. Interested. They looked at the private safe full of treasure. Interested. Finally, they came to a miscellaneous room without valuables. They were interested. Robbers, they dared not be interested in money. The main thing was that there was no professional morality. They opened the shelf and started smashing against the ground. Every time they smashed, a big hole appeared. Did they want to dig a tunnel to escape? Just when the police were in a hurry, the robber put another hostage out. There was also a big box hanging on him. In order to prevent bombs, the police were very careful. As a result, they opened it and saw a letter written by the robber. At 9 o'clock in the evening, prepare 2 cars and a helicopter. Leave it to me. Every more than an hour, I will kill a hostage. At this time, an old man with white hair appeared. He was the boss of the bank. This was just one of his branches. With his wealth, he didn't have to come here in person at all. But at this moment, he looked extremely nervous. Obviously, there was something in this bank that he couldn't tell anyone about. He said he was willing to pay in private, give the robber a car and a helicopter, and let the police let them go. Of course, the robber wouldn't agree. Now, it was not that the bank boss could let people go. After persuading the boss to leave, the robber